Fortune just came out with an article about where they feel the value of homes are. What did they say? That article, and we're going to talk about rates and what happened with the CPI today, just briefly. Today in Real Estate Daily. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day, Monday through Friday, we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage markets. Now, before we jump into that, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Boom, boom. Really helps the channel out, and it gives me motivation, to get some content out for you, as well as go down below, click on the link, and I'm going to give you a free buyer's guide. It's going to go over all the different processes of going through that long, tedious, anxious, crazy process of buying a home. All right, so let's jump right into it. Fortune, national home prices just bottomed out, says real estate data juggernaut CoreLogic. Now, if you don't know what CoreLogic is a huge database of information, real estate information throughout the United States. Now, a lot of lenders use this. When they go out and they have an appraisal done on a property, they will then compare it to CoreLogic to make sure that we're in line. If it's not in line, they want to understand why it's not in line. Now, we understand that these data companies that come out and then go ahead and predict home values have been a complete failure. Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, complete failure. Two of them utilize that data and then bought homes to flip, and then they had just a complete nightmare and lost hundreds of millions of dollars and saw their stocks just plummet. So CoreLogic is the company that a lot of lenders use just to verify the value with an appraiser. So they're saying that it just bottomed out. Now, I know that if you go back for the past, 2 months ago, we saw that the values of homes kind of went up. The problem is there's just no inventory. So it's very, very steady on what we're doing here. We're selling homes, but there's just not enough that's out there. But we have been seeing on a consistent basis since February, multiple offers on properties. Almost everything I put an offer on, multiple offers. We'll check it out, guys. Let's jump into the next article. U.S. property taxes rose twice as fast last year than in 2021. Why? Why does that happen? Because people sell homes and then they get reassessed. And when they continue to get reassessed, the government continues to get more and more money from that. And with that being said, what do they do with that money? You got it. Gavin Newsom then just blows it on something stupid. But we continue to see that the governments receive more and more taxes from property taxes as they're being reassessed. Now, every time there's a sale or a transfer of real estate, you guys make sure you understand this because it's happened to me several times. When I transferred real estate from one person to another, or an entity to a person, or a person to an entity, or a sale of a house, they reassess the value of the property. And if they do reassess it, then you have to pay the higher taxes. And if you go back, some of these city or county entities, they will then backdate that as well, so you can see it. Now, let's see. It says nationwide average tax on a single family home increased 3% in 2022 to $3,901 after rising 1.8% on the previous year. Wow, this is huge numbers. 3%. Of all of the sales in the United States have saw property taxes go up 3%. Wow. 100% have seen 3%. Crazy numbers. Orange County Register usually doesn't have any good articles on real estate, but this is a very interesting article. I probably need to figure out who they got the information from, because I know that they've been getting shady information from shady people. Let's jump into this. Home buyers planning to purchase in 2023 view now as a good time to buy. Guys, as a real estate agent, I know you're tired of hearing me say it. When is a good time to buy, Troy? The market's at the top. Guys, there's not. I'll give you 3 reasons why it's a good time to buy, right? Okay. We went through 2, 3 years, 4 years of just a boom market, Now we're seeing that a lot of these media outlets tell you that it's not time to buy. It's the housing market's crashing. In fact, you heard that the third and fourth quarters of last year, that the whole market's going to crash. With that being said, over the entire year of 2022, we saw values higher than the year before, year over year. Think about that. I want you to consider that in your mind. The housing market's crashing. We're going down 20%. It was all a media lie. It was all bullshit. And now we're starting to see that, and one of the reasons why people said it was that they were front running the Fed. Oh, the Fed keeps going up and interest rates going up and it's higher interest rates to buy homes. The housing market was resilient the entire time. Why? Because there's too many buyers and not enough homes on the market. It just shows that for the first time, when we rolled into a very high inflationary times, that the housing market was still up year to year. And for several months of this year, same thing. Whatever you bought last year, it is worth more this year, right? In a general sense. This is nationwide numbers in a general sense. So that's number one. Year over year values continue to go up regardless. Number two, CPI number went down today. I call it the CPI lie, but we'll get into that somewhere down the road. CPI went up, and what are we going to see? Possibly the Fed stop raising rates. Now, if they stop raising rates, we've seen mortgage rates come down because people don't believe the Fed will continue to raise rates because inflation keeps coming down. If that's a fact, we will see home buyers in the market. And the third reason, we just saw the greatest influx of buyers hit the market in probably years. When the California came out with the CalHFA Dreamers for All program, my God, did it just crush buyers, and mortgage applications just went through the roof. I mean, my gosh, it was crazy. The $300 million for that down payment assistance program was eaten up within 11 to 12 days, guys. You can't even make this up. The government, Gavin Newsom, stole $200 million out of this particular plan, this package. Otherwise, we would have had probably another week left of it, and then more home buyers would have recognized their dreams. Guys, he's a scumbag. We can't say it enough times. He hurts every bit of the market. All right, let's jump to the next. Here we go. CNBC is saying not only as we're looking at interest rates, but everyone continues to front run the Fed, saying, hey, they're going to slow down or stop interest rate hikes. This is CNBC. My girlfriend, Diana Olick. Guys, leave a comment down below. Who's older, me or her? Okay? Leave a comment down below, okay? We know who's smarter, right? But we just don't know who's older. Mortgage rates dipped slightly below the latest, following the latest CPI report. Boom, there it is. Yes, I know personally that, that we know the CPI is a lie in the first place. If you look at the reason why it went down because of housing. Housing is calculated on what? Is it calculated on real numbers? No. Is it calculated on real data? No. Is it calculated on a bunch of opinions? Yes. How much bullshit can you get? It is the largest part of the CPI, and that's the largest part that went down. It is a lie. CPI lie. All right, mortgage rates went down. This is a crazy. You're on a roller coaster. I'm at Disneyland. And I want to vomit. Ugh. Why? Because look at the rates. They are so fluctuating all over the place. Yesterday, I said for the first time that jumbo was below FHA and conventional rates. Today, jumbo's above them all in one day, shot through the roof. No one can make a decision there in mortgage land on what is actually happening. Man, it's just crazy. So the 30-year conforming went down to 6.39. FHA went down to 6.36. Guys, if you are looking for a mortgage, please go take the first step and go to a credit union. They are down right now. They have the best rates. I mean, I've had a couple of clients. One I just closed got a 5.5 mortgage for 5.5%. So they're so happy. There's a good chance that within those 5 years we're going to go under 5.5%. They were ecstatic about that rate. If you go talk to your typical mortgage lender, one of our mortgage partners is What's a Mortgage. You know, they have fantastic rates on FHA as well as conforming. You know, they're typically, you know, for most FHA is just teetering on that 6 or low 5s. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. It has been a crazy day in real estate land. But again, if you're out there, you keep pushing forward. If you're a buyer, don't get discouraged. Don't listen to the national media. They're always going to steer you wrong. Always. They have an agenda. I don't. I'm here to change your life. You guys, take care. See you tomorrow.